Hi there. In this video, we're going to be focusing on conditional statements as well as loops, and then we'll touch on variables. So these are very general programming concepts that extend across languages and across platforms. So it's very good to know. The first thing I'm going to focus on is loops. And what loops are is essentially, as the name suggests, it's a it's a statement that once the program reaches this thing, it will repeat whatever's in there for the amount of times that you specify. So if you want this thing to to repeat 5 times, you can put whatever. You can say put servo in there, as we did in the demo thing, and we say you want this to be. Remember to wait. We'll wait a second, and then we'll go to servo. We'll put this at 1, and then we'll wait another second. 0, 0. Yeah, so this would repeat, say, would repeat 5 times, but because it's in a infinite loop here, it's going to go on 5 times, and then it's going to come out, and then it's going to do 5 times again. So, but this is essentially the concept that it's only going to repeat as much as uh, is specified over here. So that's how loops work. So the next thing is if statements. So that's if something happens, then do this. That's essentially what this is. So you can say that if my button Z is pressed, then repeat this 5 times. And you can test this code and it should work on Miia at the moment. So if you press the Z button, the foot's gonna go up, down, up, down, up, down 5 times and then stop. And then, so that's essentially how an if statement works. If you want to focus on, and then there's an if-else statement. So that's essentially if button Z is pressed, then do this. Let's just get rid of that stuff. Okay, let's get rid of this. So if this is pressed, else you could say button 2. Let's make that 180. Let's put that at. Let's remember. Always remember to wait. It's quite a thing. Yeah, and then let's make that 90, and let's put that. And you can test this code out at the moment. So what's going to happen is if button Z is pressed, then this is going to happen. If button Z is not pressed, say else, and then this would happen. So this is essentially how you'd make your controls for your robot in the end. So you'd do it with a whole lot of if statements. So let me just get rid of this stuff. So once you have your walk functions and your turn functions done, you essentially have, so you've got, yeah, you'll see that if you want to press this button, you want it to walk forward. If you wanted to press that button, you want it to walk back. This one you want it to turn, and this one you want it to go right. And then this you could code whatever you want over there. So you see over here you need 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do those for now. And you'll have 4 if statements. And in each you'll have a condition. So on button, and we'll say up, this would happen. So it would walk forward. And then, so let's not do variables now. Yeah, and then this one you'd have the same thing. I'm just going to put all of these in for now first, and then we can set it afterwards. Okay, so then this one is down, this one is left, this one is right. And then in here, you'll essentially have, say, walk forward, and that's the code that you developed over here. So walk 5 steps. So you can essentially say, okay, if you want to press 1, you want it to take 5 steps. Then you know you need a loop over there. So you need 5 steps in here. Or yeah, and then you'd program yours as was done before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always remember to wait. Step, and then that's 2, 3, 4. And then these ones you could make your initials 90. And then you can do your next step, which is, yeah, so you can put all your code which you developed over there, which you walk forward, and then your left, right, left, right. So that's why I said this is the left step, this is the right step, and then you just repeat that 5 times. And then you can do the same, so you can do your backwards walking, your backwards code here, you can put it in there the same way as that. You can put your turning left code in here and your turning right code in there. So what this does is at the end of this, you essentially have a controller. So you can press this button, Miia should be walking forward. Press this button, Miia should be walking back. This one turning right, and this one, oh sorry, turn left, and this one turning right. And at this point, your robot should be fully controllable, and you can add functionality over here by saying maybe press this to dance, this one to stand on one leg, this one to maybe see how fast it moves. So yeah, so this will really help you. If you so yeah, oh, on the variable front, if you want to create your own variable, say this is a test variable, you can choose that, and you get this. So test variable is basically just a number that you assign or you can choose. So you can say change test by 1. So if you put this in, so say you have a loop and you say change test by 1. So if this number is 5 here, this is going to repeat 5 times. So you have 5 here, change this by 1. So this is going to be the next, so it's going to be 5 plus 1 is 6. Then it's going to go back up and go to the next one. And it said change this by 1, so it's going to be 6 plus 1 is 7, 8, 9, 10. And once it reaches 10, it's got 5, it's done its 5 times and it will stop. And you essentially storing that in a place in memory, which is your test function, which you've assigned here. So it's really play with that and see what happens. You can even put that in the console if you want. You could do something like that, and you can put your test over there, and then you can see what happens there, which would be quite interesting to see actually. But yeah, so every time you press the down button, you'll see what happens there. So that will definitely be something to investigate. But again, at this point, all of your work is coming together into one controller. So yeah, so thanks guys. Um, I'm excited to see what you come up with.